I wanted to do this with all four of you because I feel like I've got somewhat of a special bond with you guys that I don't have with many groups. So, in saying that, I just wanted to get from you guys why you always come down here year after year and your whole backstory of why you started, why you continue to come down year after year, and where you started off. I mean, you all started off as a high school group, and now you're grown adults in the working world, and you're still doing this. And so that's, to me, that's special. And you're all special to me, so. Anybody want to kind of chat a little bit?
Yeah.
Talk about your introduce yourselves. And so Megan, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm Megan. We started coming down, Sam and I started coming down 13 or 14 years ago we decided, as a service trip with our high school, going to be senior class, and that was a way to fulfill our hourly requirement for senior service, and little did we know it came to be much more than that. I don't even remember what we've done. It's too long for my old brain to remember now. I don't remember exactly what I did the first year.
Old brain.
Night shift brain, yeah. But we obviously quickly fell in love and knew we had to come back, and it's kind of selfishly been a week for us to see each other and to kind of reset every summer. And it's amazing to us the difference that we see that we have made down here, coming back year after year, and the difference that we continue to make. So I think that's what's kept us coming back, and that's how we got started.
Yeah. And I'm Emily. I came because Hayley kind of dragged me along. I knew she was going. Her sister had gone in the past, and I was like, hey, that'd be cool to be one of the young kids. We'll be the standouts, because like Megan said, it was a junior going into senior year kind of project. So we were sophomores going into junior year when we started coming. One of 6 sophomores that came. So we were kind of like the young ones on the group, and meeting all these people, I was like, oh man, we get to hang out with the cool older kids. And then, even though I was afraid of Sam, still am.
Yeah, that was scary.
But I think exactly what Megan said, it's selfishly, it is a time that we all get to see each other and see this guy over here, because we don't see him ever. And
Not about me.
it is about me. I told you I always come back for you, Craig. But yeah, we've made a lot of relationships down on the Gulf Coast, and that's why we keep coming back.
Yeah, I'm Hayley. Emily kind of touched on it. When we came down as sophomores, but I came down because of Shelby and my dad, because it was my older sister's junior trip she went on going into senior year, and when they came back, they were like, oh my God, you have to go. I mean, I remember them running into the house and being like, this was the coolest thing we ever got to do. Shelby's talking about power tools and scaffolding and everything she got to use, and I was like, all right, I'm game, why not? So like Emily said, it was just 6 of us that year. Molly Mansfield thought Biloxi was in Africa.
Yeah.
We were going to Africa for our service trip.
And she was very confused.
That we were like, we're just driving to Mississippi.
Yeah, she was like, why are we getting in the car? She didn't understand why we were not flying.
It's 10 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we've all over the years described it as a reset button on our lives. We've had this massively busy year with work, and then come summer, it's Biloxi.
Yeah.
It's okay, you get a week away from work, away from your job, and it's just
Which is funny because
it's work.
We come down here and we are beyond exhausted.
But we don't have to think about
anything
what we're doing here.
Right. And it's the things we don't do in our everyday lives, and it's it's life lessons that you'll.
Yeah.
And again, these are all selfish reasons. These are all the reasons for us that why we always come back, but the work that we do down here, I think we've seen it time and time again. Mm-hmm. It has made such a difference in the lives of the people of Biloxi, and
I think the amount,
obviously the main,
the amount that we accomplished in 1 week here, I think for me it reminds me there are so many things the other 51 weeks of the year. What else can I be doing? that isn't just about me, because it's really,
to make a community
as much
better.
as this is like a selfish trip and we all love it because we get so much out of it, like what else can we do where we're from that, you know, can kind of reflect what we do down here.
Yeah, I think part of the draw of it when we were in high school too was like it was getting you out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And now that we've
For
been
sure.
here for over 10
Now it's too
years,
comfortable.
now
No, it
it's
is our
like
comfort
it is our comfort
Yeah.
zone, and it's like
every time you come down, I
yeah.
say, "Welcome home, guys."
it is like
Yeah.
a second home. Like
Yeah.
we like know how to get everywhere
Yeah.
around here. And
This
like,
is our kitchen.
You pull onto
Yeah.
the like,
Right.
the kids are asking us where things are, and Megan's like, "It's the second cabinet from the left." And
Yeah.
she's sitting like all the way in here,
Yeah.
naming it. But I mean, it was like to bring you out of your comfort zone as a sophomore, junior,
Right.
senior, and now it's
When
like
you're so naive.
things
and-
that are just so comfortable coming down here. And like I said, for like selfish reasons, I feel like we come back, but at the same time, like
Yeah, but
we
don't
still
you,
see a lot.
and I'm
of
going
the
to let
good.
Sam introduce herself real quick because I got another question on top of that. Right?
Sam.
I'm Sam. So I came as a junior going into senior year. I think one of the big points, Craig, that you made yesterday was that this is an opportunity to just kind of immerse yourself and not really think about anything else that's going on, but to, you know, learn all the skills and learn all these new, you know, projects, tasks that we wouldn't otherwise have been able to expose ourselves to being young high school girls in St. Louis. And then we're connecting with the homeowners and the, you know, other people we've met down here that we now are coming back to see and check on how they're doing and, you know, follow up with where their lives are, and they want to know where we are in our lives now that we're not 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
Right.
in our
Adults.
Double that?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yikes.
Not quite, not quite,
Not
not
Make
quite.
him feel
That's
old.
tough for you.
No,
Now I'm
Still got
feeling
it.
We're not rounding
real. Good thing
down
like
numbers
that.
yet.
No, but you guys keep on talking about for selfish reasons, and I completely understand that. But you really got to take yourselves out of your comfort zone, away from your real world. You know, all those things at home, they drag you back. You know,
Yeah.
So if you're doing the same type of thing in your own community, which always encourage, I mean, and you need to do that. But at the same time, if you don't take yourself away from that, so it's not drawing back every day.
It's true,
Right.
you made
And
a good
answering
point of
calls
it.
and
Yeah.
doing stuff,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
you're
And
not
we
going to
don't
be able
see
to
it.
have the
We
same
don't- I
experience.
mean, we all do some sort of like, you know, so Haley's a teacher and the rest of us work in healthcare, and we all help people every day. So that is part of like our norm.
Day-to-day.
Yeah.
But we don't see, like in our own city, like we're blind. Not blind.
No,
I-
that's
that
a
sounds
good
like,
line. Yeah.
but like we don't, like it's just that's our city. But like
Yeah.
when we come here, like we see the homeless people that need our help. Like you know, we see them like right outside our door.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, like,
Right.
we're all very fortunate that, like,
We know
again,
that we can
that's
make a
not our-
difference and
yeah.
help these certain people. We see them. We see.
Right.
We work with them in the Micah Center. We give them a shower. Like that makes a huge difference, even
Right.
if it's just
yeah.
in their daily life.
Right. So, I mean, here you get to have the tools,
Yeah.
not just the physical tools as far as
Right,
working
yeah.
concerned, but the tools to actually help these people.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a huge part of it, as such a young woman, we're taught to be scared of
Mhm.
like
There's a stigma
There's-
around,
yeah.
this, you know,
We
like,
should-
well, you shouldn't talk to people
we
that
should
you
be
don't
super
know.
careful. Yeah,
and-
right.
yeah.
And like we come here and like yes, we know our boundaries when we go and back home, and like we're not going to go walk the streets at night by ourselves, but like you get a little bit more comfortable. You know your role in.
You kind of meet people where you're
Yeah.
at down here. They're at. Like, you don't have to. They're
you don't have
coming
to be
you.
scared of
right,
like
exactly.
meeting
You
a homeless
realize
person.
that it's like
having a
it's real-
conversation
like,
with them.
It kind of takes us those, what do you call them?
Blinders.
Blinders.
Yeah.
Takes us blinders off to kind of
Yeah.
know, to meet them where they
Yeah.
are. You know, and to kind of
Right.
be able to have those conversations
Yeah.
with them where
Yeah,
you,
sure.
before at home maybe you don't have them, right?
Right.
Right.
We
Yeah,
would
'cause
we
were
would just
kind of taught to not really,
Yeah.
you know, interact.
Don't
Like,
acknowledge.
Yeah,
it's
don't
safe to
acknowledge, don't
or-
interact.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what's going
Acknowledge
on.
and-
Yeah, be careful. And down here it's different because we get to interact and we get to do that
In, like, a
because-
safe
yeah,
space,
Yeah, because
yeah.
we have the Micah Center right here. We
Yeah.
have the food pantry right across the street. I mean, we have the opportunity to help and have the resources to help.
Yeah.
I think back home it's difficult too because I think one of my reasons I always had of not doing things like this at home is I don't know the resources.
Yeah.
Like it's not as like there aren't people out in the community being like, hey, Back Bay Mission, you know, like the
Right,
Back Bay Mission
right.
up would
Yeah.
be St. Louis,
Right,
but like
right.
you guys are out in the community and there's posters and
Yeah.
there's cards being left places and it's really like you guys are just spread
Well
deeply in the community.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think that
And I think there's a
really
lot
like
of,
that
like-
there's that access to it.
Yeah.
And so everyone knows, like when we go to Walmart and we're buying a bunch of things for the food pantry and they ask us about it, we're like, oh, we're giving it to the Back Bay food pantry. Like, oh, Back Bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
You guys
think it's
have a
awesome
good-
that like everyone knows about Back Bay.
Right.
I think at home, if anyone asks me what
Both the
resources
blessing
I have,
and
it's
both the blessing and a curse, by the
Right.
way.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
about Back Bay because it's like you talk to all these other
Yeah.
organizations and whenever you talk to them, they say, "Oh, we referred this person, we referred that person." Everybody that comes across
Yeah.
their desk, they're referred to Back Bay Mission. So it's one of those
Blessing
things.
and I just mean
Yeah.
at home, if
Right.
I wouldn't know the resources to be
Mhm.
able to tell
Yeah.
somebody.
Right.
I feel like down here it's just like
Back Bay Mission.
Back
even
Bay's
though that's
got
hard
it.
on you guys.
Back
But
Bay's
you can
got
reach
it,
out
right?
to Back Bay. Yeah.
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 Good.